was fighting Villamar Fernandez, and he got leg cramps, and he couldn't fight back. And if Villamar had been more aggressive on that evening, he would have been champion today. Kenty went down with the cramps that were so severe and the pain was so acute. So he shook him out and really got through because they didn't have but a couple more rounds to go.
There was another situation. This fight is coming up now shortly, and Larry will appreciate this because Angelo Dundee was in the corner the night that the then Cassius Clay defeated Sonny Liston for the heavyweight championship of the world when Liston in Miami Beach sat on his stool with a broken shoulder.
Si cada vez que vas a pagar con un cheque.
Ahí está el puertorriqueño Carlos de León, 27 victorias, una derrota, un empate, 21 de sus triunfos por la vía del knockout. Estará enfrentándose a Marvin Camel por el campeonato del peso crucero, versión del Consejo Mundial de Boxeo. Será esta la próxima pelea que estaremos llevando hasta sus hogares. Y quiero repetirles que Telemundo, conjuntamente con Producciones Rafael Fusaro, estará brindándoles el próximo sábado y domingo combates de título mundial. Matthew Sad Mohamed frente a Lottie Mail el próximo sábado y Eddie Mustafa Mohamed frente a Rudy Kopman el domingo. En ambas ocasiones comenzando a las 10:30 de la noche. Son estas las próximas presentaciones de boxeo que tendremos para ustedes, donde habrá un título mundial en juego.
Sí, son dos buenas peleas y esperamos contar con su compañía nuevamente.
La escena se está preparando ya para el combate entre Carlos Sugar de León y Marvin Camel. Y hay que señalar que esta es una pelea que ha estado buscando por mucho tiempo ya, desde hace varios meses, Carlos Sugar de León.
He's going to be in there defending his crown, and he's got a good left hand. So it's going to be interesting to see how Squire Daly handles this young fighter in this championship event.
Ahí está el campeón, 36 victorias, 2 derrotas, 2 empates, 16 de sus triunfos por la vía del knockout.
El boxeo está llegando ya a ser como la lucha libre, un gran espectáculo. Aquí tenemos a Marvin Camel luciendo un tocado de pluma.
And had to postpone the event, and now he's coming back with Sugar de Leon from Puerto Rico, the #1 contender.
From Sugar Ray to Sugar de Leon, Larry.
I can tell you something about Marvin Camel. He's a proud champion. He wears his belt around the lobby. He wants to be recognized. He wants people to know who he is. This man is coming out here to fight tonight because he wants everybody to know that Marvin Camel can fight, and he is a champion.
Here he is entering the ring, and Camel has fought 40 times with 36 victories. Only 2 losses, 2 ties. Let's go into the ring. And here's Camp.
Before announcing the final contest, on behalf of Don King Productions, we would like to thank you for your patronage here tonight at the Louisiana Superdome. The final contest of the evening is a battle for the WBC Cruiserweight Championship. Officials assigned by the WBC are referee Senor Carlos Padilla from the Philippines. Judges Roberto Ramirez from Puerto Rico, Ray Solis from Mexico, and from our own native United States, Lucian Jobat. Presenting the challenger from Rio Piedras in Puerto Rico, weighing in tonight at 182 1/2 pounds, Carlos Sugar de Leon. The champion of the Cruiserweight division, weighing in tonight at 180, Indian Marvin
And there they are, Marvin Camel, the champion, and Sugar Delon, the challenger from Puerto Rico. And we are now in the final bout of the evening for the World's Cruiserweight Championship. The referee, Davila from the Philippines, who I think worked your last fight, Larry.
Yes, sir. No.
He did the one in Montreal, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
He did the one in Montreal with Leonard and Duran.
David Green from Las Vegas worked my last fight, I think.
You were busy concerned with the other fellow. You weren't too concerned with the man in the striped shirt.
That's right.
Delon and Camel.
This is going to be a very good fight. These guys are going to be fighting. Last time I seen Camel, he was doing a little holding and whatnot. Let's see if he get out of that this time.
They're both punchers. Camel has posted 16 knockouts, and Delon has 21 in his 29 fights.
El tercer hombre en el cuadrilátero lo será Padilla de las Filipinas, Roberto Ramírez de Puerto Rico será uno de los jueces, Rey Solís de México será el segundo oficial y Lusa Jobar o algo parecido será el tercer juez en el combate.
El árbitro no vota, votan los jueces nada más.
Correcto. Primer asalto del combate, pactado a 15 por el título del peso crucero, versión del Consejo Mundial de Boxeo.
Camel backpedaling right at the outset. Some heavy leather being thrown.
If you notice, Sugar Delon, he comes to fight.
Yes, he do.
We may have another war on here.
Yes.
These are some good matches, that's one thing.
They certainly have been balanced.
Knowing Sugar Delon, he's coming to fight, so it's going to be a war.
Sugar había indicado antes del combate que iría precisamente a este tipo de pelea que hemos visto en estos pocos segundos, a presionar, a poner presión sobre el campeón.
Sugar tiene una determinación fiera de llegar a ser campeón. Tiene ante sí un buen campeón, un hombre que pega también.
Gets a couple of good blows in close. Shakes them off well.
He got that right hand cocked up there too, like Duran did. He's always ready to go. Sugar Delon I'm talking about.
Delon, because of course Camel is the left-hander now, the southpaw. Counter wheeling left and right.
Zurdo Marvin Camel.
And again, in a bizarre evening, he slipped and tripped over his foot.
Stepped on his toe.
Literally.
Buena izquierda ahí.
Well, we've had a man in this corner, a man trip over a board.
No, ha habido problemas con la lona.
Now he stepped on the
good up.
Right to the head.
Up to the body and to the head.
Delon hit the combination that hurt him.
He's trying to win this title.
He's got Camel a little concerned.
Camel comes back with a good left hook, though. Sugar Delon, he wants that title.
Sugar Delon in the red trunks, harassing the champion Marvin Camel in the early going. Still on that move, left and right, missing a left and missing a right, then landing a right on the glove was Camel. Gets caught in the corner, however.
Good punches by Sugar Delon that time.
Delon very impressive, Larry.
Yes.
Started an uppercut, held up. Takes a left to the ear, boxing his ears though.
That was sort of a slap punch.
A nice right, short jolting right by Camel. Backs away from Delon's left hand. This is the Cruiserweight Championship of the World, round one. Delon in the red trunks, Camel in the white.
Camel is very awkward, and Delon don't really know how to figure him out yet. He's just trying to stay right there with him and put pressure on him and counter him with punches.
I wonder if he's fought many southpaws.
That was a good right hand to the body.
Camel's corner, Bill presents.
Segundo asalto del combate.
Man, and he's telling Marvin to fight a little bit more.
Delon keeping the pressure on him, but you'll notice that
En
Camel
el
very
juicio,
deft to get
Sugar
away
está
from the punches
tratando
on the
de
ropes.
intimidar
Now he
a
ties them
Camel.
up.
Delon's going to stay right there.
En el primer asalto fue el hombre que llevó la ofensiva.
Delon with you could see the animation at the weigh-in today. He was a very excited guy and very happy to be on this card tonight.
Yes, he is. He's a good fighter. You know, I've watched him come up all the way in his career, and he's always been a guy that stays right in there, very tenacious and determined.
And he works on the body of Marvin Camel. The southpaw is the world's champion from Missoula, Montana. Now it's Camel with a couple to the body.
Yeah, good shot.
Maybe Camel's taking lessons from Delon. Maybe saying if he hurts me with the body shot, I might can hurt him with one.
You live by the sword and you die by the sword.
That is right.
Late in round number 2. Delon against Camel.
Camel's
Left and right
him.
combination by Camel.
Camel is throwing him. He says, you're not going to get my title.
He's the southpaw. Takes one on the point of the chin. Ties up Delon. You can
Good counter punch. Good right hand.
Delon
Good right hand.
stays on top of him. But
Dos buenas derechas de Sugar de León, una al corazón,
He's coming to fight. He's like I said, he's
la
proud,
otra
and
la quijada.
he want to hold on to his title.
De conquistar el título sería el puertorriqueño de mayor peso en cuanto a un título mundial se refiere, en poseer un título mundial. El momento de ese honor corresponde a Chewy Torres.
Déjame decirte, hasta este momento De León está ganando la pelea. Pegado los mejores golpes, ha sido el hombre más agresivo de todo el ring.
Sugar Delon of San Juan, Puerto Rico. Chasing the champion.
Nuevamente los problemas con la lona.
When Camel circle around the ring a little bit, it looks a little bit off balance to me.
Si es una esquina neutral la que está rebalando,
With something, it might cost him.
la que se supone que no sea
16 knockouts.
Good jab.
tan peligroso.
Oh, that was a low blow.
That was below the belt line.
That was lower than the belt.
Hard right by Delon on this guy. But only we three saw it. Nobody up there saw it.
Sugar Delon is fighting, though. He just looked down at me and gave me a wink.
He sure did.
He's not worrying about low blows or anything. He says, I'm here to fight.
Yeah, he wants that title.
It landed. It landed.
Estamos en el tercer asalto.
Delon against Camel.
Mira, hasta este momento va Sugar de León camino de un campeonato a menos que el campeón no haga algo, pero hasta este momento Sugar de León ha dominado.
Moving around the ring now, Delon keeping the attack on him.
La pelea iniciando.
And is tied up by
Claro, pero
The fight is kind of
hasta el momento De León ha sido el hombre agresivo en todo momento en el cuadrilátero, tratando de convertirse en el campeón puertorriqueño número 11. Y sería el título mundial de boxeo número 13 para Puerto Rico, ya que dos han logrado dos títulos diferentes. Se trata de Wilfredo Benítez y Carlos Ortiz, que triunfaron Carlos en el ligero y en el welter, en el junior welter, y Wilfredo en el junior welter y en el welter. Sería el campeón de mayor peso en cuanto a Puerto Rico se refiere, en el peso crucero, donde menos peso hemos tenido como campeón es en el peso gallo con Sixto Escobar y Julián Solís.
If you notice Delon and you notice Benitez, Benitez and Gomez, these guys do not smile when they fight. They got that serious look on their face at all times.
There's a right to the body by Camel.
Good body shot. They hurt. They takes it out of you. But you can't. You got to throw more than one. More than one got to land.
Well, he must keep the pressure on because Delon was the aggressor early on. Now here late in round 3, the champion Marvin Camel has come on, working hard to the body.
Oh!
Takes a left and right in close.
Left hook.
Most of the attacking has been to the body.
Yes. Camel looked like he got a little nosebleed from a right hand. Good body, good hard punches they are.
The punches are much crisper now.
This kid grow. He's a very determined fighter. I never thought he would be a cruiserweight from 130 pounds.
You mean Delon?
Yeah, Delon.
Yeah.
Camel's nose is starting to bleed a little bit more now.
Well, he ran into a punch on the upper lip, I think. He got hit between the nose and lip there. Somewhere in the lower face. Right to the body, Camel. Near the end of round number 3. Camel and Delon, cruiserweight.
Good left hook by Delon. You see that?
He followed up.
Punches like that will pay off.
There's the bell that ends Louisiana.
Estamos, amigos, en el cuarto asalto del combate.
Round number 4. We had a lady photographer working all evening too at ringside.
Yes, we did.
En este momento, Sugar de León dominando el combate.
She drew a lot
El
of
campeón
eyes.
está sangrando por la nariz también.
4th round, Cruiserweight Championship of the World. Marvin Camel, Missoula, Montana in the white trunks. Sugar De Leon of San Juan, Puerto Rico in the red.
De Montana, el campeón
I think
Marvin Camel. Todavía en esta división del peso crucero no hay un hombre que se haya destacado realmente. Lleva muy poco tiempo también de creada.
Light heavy and too big.
Too big to fight the light heavy, right?
Too big to fight light heavy and too little to fight the heavyweight.
Right.
Thank you, Donald.
Well taken.
Good right hand there by De Leon.
If you're wondering, they weigh in just over the 180-pound mark.
Another good right hand by De Leon. No, Camel knows to start bleeding more and more now.
De Leon knows that and he's working on it.
Stand right on top, and like I said, he wants that title.
Y el campeón está en franca retirada.
I think De Leon might be a little bit ahead right now.
And he's pressing his advantage now with that cut lip.
He just can't lose his cool. He got to stay there. He got to stay cool.
De León hacia el frente en todo momento.
Good counter by Camel. He tried to sneak one in there on him. Partly blocked.
It was jarring, however. The corner will be called upon to stem the blood flow.
Good.
Beautiful winging counterpunch.
Buena izquierda ahí de parte de Marvin Camel.
But the glove was kind of open. He really didn't have that much power on it. If it was a closed fist, it would have been better. Little respect now, though, from Sugar De Leon.
Yeah, he's realizing now that Camel's southpaw style can wind up with a couple of bombs. There's another one. He's keeping De Leon off balance this 4th round.
Yes, he is. Right hook by Camel.
The champion's having his finest round, round number 4. De Leon looks a little bit puzzled.
Good right hand. Back with another left by a Camel.
La izquierda de Camel está llegando frecuentemente en esta ocasión, en este cuarto asalto al rostro de el retador puertorriqueño Carlos Sugar De León. Estamos ya en el final del cuarto asalto.
Camel is really working real good this round, but
Camel just hit him with a good combination that time, Don.
And lead and stay on him and keep pressing him and get back into the groove that he was in the first 3 rounds.
Estamos, amigos, en el asalto número 5.
Bueno, el cuarto fue el mejor asalto del campeón, pero los primeros 3 lo ganó Sugar.
Una buena derecha ahí de parte de Marvin Camel.
Look like he want to take him out now.
De Leon is taking the fight to the champion in the 5th round.
Sugar bajó bastante su mano derecha en el asalto anterior y eso le dio la oportunidad a Camel de llegar con su mano izquierda.
He started out with just a surge and then he slows down in mid-ring now.
It's early in the round.
We're in round number 5.
Hasta ahora De León ha pegado los mejores golpes, pero Camel los ha asimilado.
Oh, and he clips him with an uppercut.
Good uppercut.
Now you've got a little blood on the lips of De Leon.
Yeah, Sugar De Leon.
Está sangrando por
I have a hunch that we're going to see a
labios el puertorriqueño Carlos De León.
This is Marvin Camel of Missoula, Montana, who is the
Los
world
dos se han hecho
cruiserweight
daño.
champion. And he's
Camel ha
defending
estado
the crown
sangrando
right
por la
now
nariz.
against Sugar De
Es
Leon
más
of San
peligroso
Juan,
que
Puerto Rico in the red
la
trunks.
cortadura en el labio,
And he wants that title.
porque un golpe en la
De
nariz
Leon
puede impedir
missing
la
and being
respiración
warned
normal.
about his butting that time. It was inadvertent. Padilla didn't have to say a thing to him. He just tapped it.
He's doing a very, very good job on that.
Excellent official.
Right hand lead, left hand lead.
Left hand lead. That was
Now
really good.
cut under the right eye.
Yeah,
Right
right
hand.
left hand.
De Leon is starting to show wear and tear. Takes a left uppercut to the body.
I think Camel's experience in the work for him.
Buena izquierda ahí de Camel.
He's counter-punching very effectively against Delon.
Yes, he is. He's moving and working. He's working, Sugar.
El dominio que tuvo de León en los primeros 3 asaltos, prácticamente similar al que ha tenido en los últimos 2 de Marvin Camel.
But they both are in there.
They're exchanging punches simultaneously.
See, this is where the experience starts to come in. When you start getting tired and you start getting hit.
And there's been a lot of leather thrown in the first 5 rounds.
These guys are here to fight.
And remember, it's a championship fight.
They certainly are. They want it. They're warring with each other. Look at the punches they're missing.
Them into the balcony.
Haymakers.
They want to be known around the world. They want to show the people of the world that they're here to stay.
And don't forget, it's a title fight, which means it's scheduled for 15 rounds or less. This is the round that Sugar Delon's eyes show in the cruiserweight division for the World's Championship. On the right of your screen in the white.
Vamos al sexto asalto de la pelea. Hasta este momento, De León ganó los 3 primeros, Camel los últimos 2 asaltos.
Puerto Rico, Sugar Delon.
You notice that mouth is starting to be noticeable on the Sugar Delon's eye, on his right eye.
That left hand that caught him.
Aparentemente la esquina de León lo ha llenado que peleen en contraataque. Les obliga al campeón venirlo a buscar.
And coming up with his second win now.
That is right.
Ha salido en este asalto con las manos arriba. Tanto la derecha como la izquierda de Camel en el último asalto, el quinto, llegaron en forma seguida hasta el rostro del retador puertorriqueño.
Yes, it have many a times that I felt that I could have done more than I was doing. For instance, the Mike Weaver fight when I knocked him out with an uppercut. Remember I said that.
Camel ha recibido muchos golpes al cuerpo que son los que debilitan a un boxeador, pero no lo veo débil hasta este momento.
I had to reach back and get a little bit more.
Dig a little deep for him.
That's right. That's what makes a champion, and this is what you have to do here. And earlier tonight, that's what Sugar Ray Leonard displayed.
He certainly put it in the showcase tonight.
That's right.
A lot of activity around the ring, a lot of supporters behind Camel and Delon. And for Delon, Don, this is a big opportunity tonight. He'd like to walk out with a belt.
Yes, he would. There's a lot of activity inside the ring. I think him and Camel both are fighting a magnificent fight. Camel is being the southpaw, is sticking and moving and putting his combination together, but Delon is right on his case.
De León cambió, o sea, obligó a Camel a volver al estilo original que le dio el dominio de los primeros asaltos al puertorriqueño.
That's what you have to do when you land a good shot in there and you feel like you're hurt.
That's what Leonard did tonight. He got hit by Duran and come back fighting.
You have to do that.
That body shot.
If you notice Camel's eyes now, he's really bloody now. I don't know where the blood's coming from. I can't see it as yet, but he's really bloody in the face. I don't know if it was headbutt or what.
I notice referee Padilla sees it too now.
Yeah, he's looking at it really hard. It might be over the eye, over his right eye. Good jab by him.
Referee stopping the fight for the moment.
The headbutt by Delon.
Aparentemente tiene un corte en el ojo derecho. Está cortado en el ojo derecho el campeón Marvin Camel, y Padilla ha detenido el encuentro para examinar el ojo derecho del campeón.
I think under the WBC ruling, if the fight is stopped on the headbutt, the man who's the head on all scorecards.
Por las señales que hizo Padilla, me parece que estaba indicando que fue producto de un cabezazo.
Here it is. Let's take a look at it again. You can see it coming right now.
Efectivamente, ahí está la repetición.
They're going to resume, and Delon.
No es un cabezazo intencional, sino fue sencillamente el movimiento de los boxeadores. Lo llevó a golpearse uno al otro con la cabeza. Es un golpe prohibido.
Este es el séptimo asalto del combate. Estuvieron trabajando en el minuto de descanso en el ojo derecho de Marvin Camel.
Ministering to his eye, Larry, and they did a good job. He got a good left hook there.
Yes, sir, they did. They did a good job on Camel's eye. And if you notice, Sugar De Leon, they grounded him in the corner to cool him down because I think they bring back some stamina. Good left.
Buena izquierda ahí de Camel.
You mentioned De Leon and the blood. If you folks watching are beginning to think this could be a bloodbath, well, you see it.
Good left hook to the body by Sugar De Leon.
The eye's starting to open up again.
Yeah, and he's throwing that jab now, you know, more prolifically than he did before.
Yes, he's starting to use that jab. And the jab is starting to penetrate Camel's eye.
And Camel must realize that there is the chance that the fight would be stopped. And could that dictate his strategy now?
It could. But I don't think that cut came from a headbutt.
No, that was a punch.
That was a punch, and then the headbutt came after that.
And then Camel did the butting. He was the one that leaned in and did the butting. It wasn't Sugar De Leon that time.
So his championship is dangling right now because of a bad cut. And De Leon, who has stoked up energy, and he's
got
coming
hit
on.
Walking in that time.
Into a punch.
You got to be careful.
We saw a fight earlier tonight.
León está tratando de trabajar encima del ojo derecho del campeón.
Yeah, Ramos is one of my homies too. I might like to see him get beat like that, but this boy
Pero Camel continúa muy efectivo con su mano izquierda.
And he really caught him with a knockout blow.
Camel is starting to throw desperation punches, which you can see him coming for a mile, and that ain't no good.
Also tonight we had a championship retained. Maurice Hope.
Good hook by De Leon.
Maurice Hope retained his WBC Super Welterweight Championship over Carlos Herrera in London, which was seen by many of our viewers. We're in round number 7.
Sugar is more determined now, and Camel is fighting more frantically and more recklessly.
Good punch.
He got a good punch, a good right hand by Sugar De Leon.
His nose is bleeding and his eyes cut.
And he's taking a beating right now.
That body punch hurt. That left hook to the body, you see the frown went on Camel's face.
De Leon is coming on now.
He's very strongly.
He might have got his second win.
Camel is wrestling him now and took him to the ropes.
They'll go 2 out of 3 falls next Sunday. De Leon in the red trunks, trying to take the crown away from Missouri.
Próximo a concluir, amigos, el séptimo asalto del combate.
Authoritatively now. He's taking possession of the fight and he's making it his fight.
Camel on his feet, ready to go. Here they go.
Octavo asalto del combate.
Round number 8. Camel in white, De Leon in red. Marvin is the champion out of Missoula, Montana. They clinch, one of the few clinches we've had.
It's proving to be a real good fight. This is really something, this cruiserweight title fight.
Very good fight, Donald, and they got 15 rounds to do it.
Yes,
7 more rounds to go.
El avance que hizo el campeón Camel en el cuarto y quinto asalto se ha detenido luego de que De Leon dominara los primeros asaltos. Principalmente luego del corte que sufrió Camel en el sexto asalto.
You can hear them in the background. They're either with De Leon or with Camel, and they're all the way with their man. Right to the ear.
I'm telling you the truth.
Camel with an uppercut, and now he has bloody De Leon's mouth again, Larry.
Yes, he's getting hit.
Oh, what a good jab that De Leon did there. That was a real stiff jab.
Good counter by Camel also, Donald.
De Leon got to watch that.
They're both administering damage now.
Yeah, they're punishing each other.
De Leon in the red trunks, Camel in the white.
How do you see the fight? I got it even so far.
I don't think there's very little between them. I agree with you. I think that De Leon won the first couple of rounds, and all of a sudden Camel in the middle rounds. De Leon came back to win a round, and now here's Camel again.
I think Camel's punches is kind of lazy, though, now. They're not going in with the sting that they were going in. He just seemed to just be using his arms rather than his body and putting the power in.
I have a hunch that the body attacks have worn both men down. De Leon especially right now, seemingly fatigued against the ropes. He didn't want to look at him.
He's resting. He's on the rope resting, and which that's a bad thing to do.
And Camel's sensing it now. And he's starting to
repetimos que Sugar Ray Leonard obtuvo la victoria. Nocaut técnico en el octavo asalto sobre Roberto Durán. Y luego del combate, Durán anunció que se retira definitivamente del boxeo.
They're fighting, though. I have to.
They certainly are, boy. They really are fighting. This is a great championship fight.
And it brings credit to boxing to see two men.
Oh, look at that left uppercut.
DeLeon might have been playing possum over there.
Looked like he was.
He just wants to win. The desire is there.
Esta pelea luce como que la resistencia es la que va a
decidir. Using his weight to every advantage he can by just making his body wear DeLeon down.
A miss as Camel ducked under a wild swinging left
Que
hook.
pueda soportar a su rival encima de él durante más tiempo.
If you notice both corners, they doing a job working. They have their hands full working on both fighters.
And they're doing an excellent job.
Larry, I'll tell you, they're working over.
Estamos en el salto número 9.
Both been cut repeatedly. Here's a follow-up right and another
Y
right.
está cortado del ojo derecho y bastante hinchado del ojo izquierdo, Marvin Camel.
Yeah, they're fighting. They want to win this.
Oh, he missed with a right hand. He shook his head in disgust.
Sugar Delon takes one that time.
Could they overdo the job of putting Vaseline on his face?
No, they can never overdo it, putting Vaseline on the face. It protects the fighter. And the judges don't want that, but it protects the fighter. I like to see it.
There's the uppercut by Camel, the champion, from Missoula, Montana. His trunks formerly were white, but they're rapidly approaching the same color.
If you notice Sugar DeLeon, he could take a good shot because Camel had hit him with several hard punches, and Sugar DeLeon's still there. And on the other hand, the same way with the other guy.
Camel is waging a war of uppercuts this round. Throwing a lot of. Is the vision affected at all by all of that on their eye?
No, but like I said before, it really bothered them. They can tell the puffiness, and it looks to me that his eye is starting to swell up a little bit, and that's starting to bother him a little bit.
Both eyes.
Both eyes.
Both these men tomorrow morning, when they get up and look in the mirror, will know they've had a fight.
Yes, they will, and I think everyone that is witnessing this fight will know they are having a fight.
One thing about it, when they get on that airplane tomorrow, everybody's going to tell what they are.
There'll be no hiding it.
No hiding it. But these are fighters. This is their trade, so they do the best they can. They are here to win. They are here to entertain people. Those good counter punches right there.
Punishment to the body. You can feel it.
Right.
There's a left to the neck and then a wild
right
left.
hook.
A caramel.
Left hook.
Camel throwing left hook. We're late in round 9. A 15-round cruiserweight championship of the world.
DeLeon is starting to lunge in now. That's bad. You cannot lunge in like that on a champion. He's very smart.
Used to do that, didn't he?
That's right. He used
Leaping
to lunge.
left, right.
Leaping left hook, but that's no good. You get caught in the midair, and anything can happen.
Good night, Irene. If you get caught right.
Oh, that was a good shot by
Look at the eye bleeding again.
Yeah, he put him in a good combination there.
And the left, which was the third blow of that combination, split the eyebrow again.
He's ready to leap again, DeLeon is. He's ready to leap with a left hook.
And he's getting caught for it.
He's not worried about getting hit now. He's just walking in, just taking punches to land one. He's ready to throw another left hook.
Décimo asalto del combate. Y la ventaja para el puertorriqueño en los últimos asaltos la ha logrado ampliar, a mi entender.
Mi opinión también, Junior. Yo creo que Sugar DeLeon, a pesar de que los dos están cansados, luce más entero que Camel.
DeLeon is still walking in, not worrying about taking punches, just to land one.
Southpaw style of Marvin Camel.
He's starting to bleed again.
Yeah, the bleed is coming down that right cheek from the eyebrow. And much of round 10 still to go, so he's going to be the recipient of some punches.
Estamos en el asalto que constituye la parte final de la segunda tercera parte del encuentro.
You got to watch both guys' heads because
Y ahora entramos en la recta final.
Correcto.
They leaping in, they lunging in.
Butts are very, very probable now.
That was
on or about foul territory.
Yes, that was a little low that time.
I think so.
But they do it intentionally. They're so hot. They want to win, and They're clean. They want to be clean, but they still have this life for you.
El León tiene mejores reflejos que el Camel.
The adrenaline's flowing, and particularly, well, for both men.
They're both excited. They're fighting for the world's crown. And one has it and don't want to give it up, and the other one wants it.
So it's not a small prize they're in there bleeding for.
This is a very interesting match, Don. I think it was put together very good. The champion have his hands full. The people who got the money worth on this fight.
Camel ha logrado pegar bien a De León y no le ha logrado hacer daño en realidad.
Que De León le debe haber ido restando vitalidad a Camel en sus puños por los muchos golpes que le ha pegado al cuerpo.
If you notice, them body punches are starting to hurt Camel. He's starting to flinch every time De Leon throw one in there.
Oh, he's wincing now. You're right.
El trabajo de Padilla como tercer hombre en el cuadrilátero ha sido excelente.
Getting set for the punch and then letting it go.
Próximo a concluir, amigos, el 10º asalto de este combate por el campeonato del peso crucero, versión del Consejo Mundial de Boxeo, entre el campeón Marvin Camel de Montana y el retador de Puerto Rico, Carlos Sugar de León.
And you'll notice there is no let up either.
La campana, amigos. Vamos al asalto número 11 del combate. Y es de aquí en adelante cuando los que están abajo, o estiman que están abajo, echan el resto.
Delon, who looks angry.
Y queremos repetirles que el próximo viernes estaremos nuevamente con ustedes a las 10:30 de la noche presentando el combate por el título mundial entre Matthew Shad Mohammed y Lottie Mail. Y el sábado también a las 10:30 Eddie Mustafa Mohammed frente a Rudy Kopman. Las próximas carteleras que estaremos llevando hasta sus hogares. Camel luce en estos momentos sin rodillas.
Solo pies. Baloncesto lo hubieran notado.
Remind me of Joe Frazier right now. Take him.
Vulcan Joe. And the eye has been slit again. The blood is pouring down.
Coming right in there, taking him and giving him back his combination.
It's a big moment for Delon. A shot at the
sería nada raro ver a De León en estos momentos noquear con un golpe abajo.
Sugar Delon.
Put them together on him.
Camel está sangrando nuevamente del ojo derecho.
His face is a bloody mask.
Camel was waiting to counter punches and
también puso la reversa.
For the other guy to get off.
I don't think he has the energy to counter like he was. He ain't as sharp. He's just moving now for survival.
I think Delon has got
when he do punch, he's just slapping him and just swinging him in there.
And Delon is landing crunching punches now.
Stalking him like a killer.
Look at that.
One after another.
No respect for Camel now.
No, he's throwing bombs now, and he's not worried about getting hit.
Camel digs a good one to the body, but Delon comes back with a good uppercut.
Sugar ha bajado sus dos manos.
He has the fight going his
way. No tiene respeto alguno ya por el campeón, aparentemente.
You can taste the title now.
Good counter by Camel there.
Camel's coming back with
the 11th
left
round.
hand.
You can see the blood coming out of Camel's nose.
Delon is stalking. He's looking for the white opening now. Bingo. The thought he saw it with the left.
Delon is putting everything in every punch, even the jabs he's trying to knock you out with.
That eye is bleeding, the nose is bleeding, and the lip is bleeding.
Camel is worried now.
Yeah, you can see it in his face. He's still fighting, trying to dig and pick his punches. Oh.
And he gets another one in close.
Yeah, right to the nose, right to the nose.
Blood coming out of both mouths.
He's a bloody mask, and his
León también ha pegado bien.
To stem the flow of blood.
A través de todo el combate.
Right.
Buena derecha.
Counter punch.
Segundos finales ya, amigos, del asalto número 11.
I would say that Camel is on the brink right now. Young Sugar Delon.
Bueno, ya en los últimos 4 asaltos.
From the heels now.
Es la opinión que Camel va a tener que apretar bastante.
12th round.
Look at it.
Looks serious.
This is dynamite now. They're both throwing dynamite.
It looks serious.
luce fuerte aún León, o al menos se ve con unos deseos fantásticos.
Se ve cerca del campeonato y eso es un estímulo tremendo para cualquier boxeador.
Yeah, but DeLeon's leather begins to open it up again. Look at that.
Yeah. He's starting to take him.
Sugar DeLeon of San Juan, Puerto Rico, trying to take the title away from Marvin Camel of Missoula, Montana. This is for the Cruiserweight Championship of the World.
It's an exciting fight, boy, and especially so for a southpaw, because they usually tend to have dull fights.
There hasn't been a dull moment in this one.
Not a one.
Camel just landed a left hand.
Camel's come back in this 12th round. We had him on the brink, but he's fighting. Look at this.
His trunks is all bloody.
Oh, yeah.
Camel's trunk.
Those pants are now polka dot.
Good counter by DeLeon that time.
And there goes the nose again as the blood begins to flow profusely.
Luego de ver ese movimiento de Camel, de tener arrinconado por completo a Sugar, no iniciar una ofensiva, y tiene que estar consciente de que está abajo en la pelea. Me parece que se acerca más a un campeón.
Creo que Camel está muy cansado. Se nota que está cansado. Además, los golpes al cuerpo. Y el parte de los golpes al cuerpo lo ha recibido él limpiamente. O sea, han sido golpes efectivos.
DeLeon in Camel's corner now.
Oh, look at them shots he's taking though.
Camel just
he's landed
a couple good shots, but he took a couple good body punch by Camel, but DeLeon come back with his own good body punch.
Con una derecha.
These guys are really mixing it up in there.
We're into the 12th round. Even a backhanded punch and an uppercut by Camel and a left hand, all by Marvin Campbell, as DeLeon misses a long left. Camel getting the best of this exchange.
I think Camel came back some this round.
Indeed he did.
Yeah, he's really worn. The resiliency and the recuperative powers of these guys is tremendous.
He reached back for that little extra we were talking about.
And that's what you need
when he needed it. Hard right to the left of the body, and now DeLeon is punishing him again.
DeLeon is throwing hard punches. He's not
full of action tonight, though, Don.
Asalto número 13 del combate.
Go tonight. We have had excitement.
It certainly has been. It's been a tremendous evening of boxing. I can certainly say that. And the cards that put on are so controversial, you never know which way they're going to go from one extreme to another.
That's right. If you notice Marvin Camel now, he's come back out dancing. He might have got a win. I don't know, but
he caught a left hook there.
I'm telling you.
He gets on his horse backwards.
He came out dancing. He's bouncing around. Is he trying to get another win?
This is round number 13. 15 rounds for the Cruiserweight Championship of the World. And this is DeLeon, the youngster from Puerto Rico, raining punches on the fighting champion Camel.
DeLeon wants every one of his punches to count now.
He certainly do. He's methodic now. He's very calculated. Punching with authority.
And he's wasting very few punches.
Yes, it is that
we were talking about Padilla having refereed in Montreal the first Leonard fight. Here he is tonight.
Well, he's an excellent referee. He refereed my first fight in Manila. You know, in the Thriller in Manila, he was in the center between Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali.
Now that was quite a fight.
It was a classic.
I think he also did the one in Las Vegas between Spinks and Ali, huh, Don?
Yes. It was a good shot.
Marvin Camel of Missoula, Montana. 2 rounds from hopefully defending his title tonight against the young man from San Juan, Sugar DeLeon in the red trunks. And I'll tell you, if Camel retains his title, he will know he went to war tonight.
He certainly will. This is going to be a very difficult fight for the judges, you know, because both of these guys are throwing a lot of leather.
If Camel wins and go home and tell somebody there and say, you won?
I'd hate to see the loser, yeah.
I'm telling you. It's very interesting to see, and it looks like it's going to go the distance.
Yeah, he looks like he's been in a meat grinder from all the leather thrown at him.
I only had to go 15 rounds one time, and let me tell you, 15 rounds is one long journey to go, I tell you.
Right to the solar plexus by DeLeon. Then a left right hook.
And if you know this, Sugar DeLeon, this is his first time going 15 rounds, so he's really showing a splendid determination and ability here.
And an awful lot of stamina, both of them.
And that's what you need in here when you're fighting. I don't care if you go 3 rounds, you need stamina. These guys are taking punches and they're throwing punches. You can't take nothing away from these guys.
Well, this is an excellent fight.
Round number 14 for the cruiserweight championship of the world.
Asalto número 14, amigos.
Like he's gonna put it on this round.
Bueno, el campeón tiene que apretar si quiere retener su título. Pero hasta la fecha, a mi juicio, De León está ganando la pelea.
No cabe duda, ha dominado muy bien. Lo más que pudo hacer el campeón fue lucir en el cuarto y en el quinto asalto. De ahí en adelante, prácticamente todo ha sido para Sugar DeLeon.
Los mejores golpes los ha pegado De León.
Campbell got to be feeling no punches. He's taking good shots.
He's still taking them, and he keeps on moving.
Y en estos últimos asaltos, Camel ha logrado llegar de lleno al rostro de Sugar DeLeon, que podría ser quizás la mayor preocupación en estos momentos. Un golpe que enviara a la lona al puertorriqueño, pero ha llegado y no ha lucido
con efectividad.
Correcto. No ha lastimado al retador.
How you see the fight now, Left?
Bueno, en la esquina de Sugar DeLeon está Bill Daly, que aunque no ha vivido 1000 años, conoce 1000 años de boxeo. Y yo veo que la táctica ahora con Sugar DeLeon es dejar que Camel lo venga a buscar, presumo yo, porque está seguro de que está en ventaja.
El viejo zorro, Bill Daly, sabe mucho.
That's right. But if you go by the bruises that are on each other's face, you have to go with Sugar DeLeon. That's right.
But here's Camel fighting back in the late stages of round 14.
If you notice, Camel punches now, they're landing, but they're like slaps. There's nothing really on it.
They don't have the force.
Les repito que el próximo viernes estaremos nuevamente a las 10:30 de la noche con el combate entre Matthew Saad Mohamed y Lottie Mail. Y el sábado también a las 10:30 Eddie Mustafa Mohamed frente a Rudy Kopmans.
Punches are raining on those faces.
Good right hand again by DeLeon. He's getting confidence now. You can see that. Got his hands down.
I think he feels he's got his man now. Lands a crushing left. Takes a right, but again it's a slap. Lunging at Camel, who ties him up.
He's punching him hard when he punches, and Camel is doing a good job of trying to stay away, but he's really a gruesome
sight. He's having great difficulty warding him off now.
Yes, he is.
El último asalto, amigos, número 15.
Bueno, si este asalto sigue el mismo patrón de los anteriores, tenemos un nuevo campeón mundial.
Bombs away for the Sugar Man.
Good right hand by DeLeon.
He's really connected with his punches now.
Oh, he's swinging now.
Camel's trying to counter, but he's not succeeding at it.
No, DeLeon's looking down.
Sí que Latinoamérica perdió un campeón, pero está a punto de conseguirlo. Sería el campeón número 11, el puertorriqueño número 11 que logra conquistar un título mundial en el deporte del boxeo.
Camel wasn't down long enough for Delon to know he was on the floor. And he runs into
Esa actitud de Camel ahí deja claro que no está ahí para dejarse, para tirarse al suelo con un golpe.
Larry, he's literally
Va a terminar de pie.
That is right.
Buena izquierda ahí de Sugar DeLeon.
But Camel's still fighting back, though.
Yes, he is.
He's a gallant champion, even if this is to be a losing effort for him.
He's really fighting. This is really tremendous.
Look at him come back. You've got to hand it to the veteran like that.
He's a champion, like I said. It takes another champion to beat a champion.
Well stated. And there are two of them in the ring right now. Boy, they're banging away. No quarter asked by either man.
Neither one. It's really a war here.
You know, look
super
at
fight.
The referee Padilla. His shirt is spattered with blood.
You got about a minute and 10 seconds left
of non-stop action, Fred.
Non-stop. They're really working. Don, you really did a job today.
Thank you, Larry. This really is a super fight, and I'm very happy about this. These guys are really closing the show.
It's a great way to end the show.
Yes, it is. This is a good way to close the show. It's been an exciting evening all night long.
Good body punch inside.
Yeah, that shook him up. That shook him up.
Yeah, he's hurting. This is Delon ducking as Camel keeps on coming despite the terrible physical beating he has undergone. And his eye bespeaks it.
The seconds are counting down.
Yeah, they're coming down on. Look like it's going to be a new champion here.
We're in the final moments.
But again, that's up to the judges.
Sugar DeLeon of San Juan and Marv Camel, the champion.
You got less than a half a minute to go, and Sugar DeLeon is still forcing the fight.
They're still pounding away. You haven't seen Camel let up either, despite the beating.
Camel's really been fighting back, but he's not fighting back with any sting. He's just in there now, trying to survive.
And he's having trouble seeing.
Both of these guys going to have to take a long hot bath tonight.
There'll be no fight for a week either for either one of them.
I'm telling you, they both will be sore.
I would be shocked.
Bueno, estamos en espera de la decisión de los jueces y no debe haber duda alguna. Puerto Rico consigue un nuevo campeón.
No veo cómo le pueden quitar la pelea de León porque fue el hombre agresivo.
Ahí está la decisión oficial.
Your attention, ladies and gentlemen. WBC scoring supervised by Duke Durden. Judge Roberto Ramirez. Scores Camel 142 points. Sugar DeLeon 145. Judge Ore Solis scores Camel 145. Carlos DeLeon 145. Judge Lucien Gerbert scores Camel 141, DeLeon 145. Winner by majority decision, Carlos DeLeon, and new cruiserweight WBC.
Well, Lexington, we got a new champion for Puerto Rico there.
Yeah, we got another champion.
Two new champions.
Bueno, amigos, la victoria para el puertorriqueño Carlos Sugar DeLeon. Roberto Ramírez dio la ventaja al puertorriqueño Sugar DeLeon 142-122. Rey Solís de México dio el combate empate 145-145 y Luce Jover de los Estados Unidos dio el combate 141-145 a favor del puertorriqueño.
Yo creo que es más bien el voto de Estados Unidos el que decide el combate a favor de Sugar DeLeon.
Ha sido un verdadero placer el poder estar con ustedes esta noche brindándoles estos dos combates por el título mundial en que Roberto Mano de Piedra Durán sucumbió en knockout técnico frente a Sugar Ray Leonard, mientras que Carlos Sugar DeLeon pues logra obtener la victoria y coronarse nuevo campeón mundial.
Bueno, para nosotros los puertorriqueños hemos tenido la oportunidad de ver no solamente una pelea histórica como es la de Durán y Leonard, sino también ver a otros compatriotas proclamarse campeón mundial de boxeo.
Y el hombre de mayor peso, en cuanto a los puertorriqueños se refiere, que logra conquistar y poseer un título mundial. Les recuerdo que el próximo viernes estaremos nuevamente con ustedes con otro combate más por campeonato mundial en producción de Telemundo conjuntamente con Rafael Fusaro. No se retiren, en breves Telenoticias en Acción. Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.